Good evening. This meeting of the Essex County Board of County Commissioners is hereby called to order. This meeting is being live streamed in addition to taking place here in person. Madam Deputy Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner
Oh, she's on the phone.
Commissioner Cooper,
Here.
thank you. Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano,
Here.
Commissioner Mercado,
Here.
Commissioner Richardson,
Here.
Commissioner Siebold,
Here.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas,
Present.
Commissioner President Pomaris.
Here. Thank you. Please stand for the salute to the flag. I'm going to ask Commissioner Luciano to lead us in the salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm just going to ask for a moment of silence in honor of those that we've lost since the last time we came together in these chambers. Thank you. I have before me a certification from the Deputy Clerk that this meeting is in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act. So we're going to move on to the approval of transcripts. Madam Deputy Clerk, are there any transcripts to be approved?
Yes, Mr. President, we have one from the December 3rd, 2025 Conference Board meeting.
Thank you. Commissioners, any questions or comments? No. Seeing none, do I have someone to move it?
Move.
Moved by Luciano, second by Richardson. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Cooper, Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano,
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado,
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson,
Yes.
Commissioner Siebold,
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner President Pomaris.
Yes.
So moved.
Thank you. Let's move on to topics of discussion. Do we have any, Madam Deputy Clerk?
No, we do not.
Okay, seeing none, let's move on to public comment. Today's public comment is a combined conference board meeting, and we will vote on every item on the agenda. So if there's any member of the public who would like to comment on agenda items only, please come to the microphone, state your name and affiliation for the record. You will have 3 minutes to speak. There will be time later in the evening for public comment on any other item. So I ask you, please limit your comments at this time to agenda items only.
Good evening. Winifred Victor Hines with the Weequahic Park Association. I only have a quick question on item number 51. And I noticed that they are improving the softball field in the amount not to exceed $1,150,000. So I wanted to know if this also applies to Weequahic Park, because the softball field is also being improved. And since we weren't giving any notice, so we don't, unless it was here before in the agenda, but nothing was said to us. So I wanted to know if it's the same amount, if it's the same funding, etc. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Okay, Madam Deputy Clerk, let the record reflect that there's no one wishing to speak at this time, so we're going to move out of order and take Resolution 158, which is from the Department of Administration and Finance, Office of Management and Budget, the 2026 Temporary Capital Budget. Mr. Jackson?
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the board. Treasurer Mohammed will handle this item.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Mohammed.
Good evening, Hussam Mohammed, County Treasurer. The resolution number 1 is for temporary capital budget. This is the plan for 2026, include all the project what we intend to fund this year in capital.
Thank you. It's for Resolution 158, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Shabazz, do you have any questions?
No questions.
Mr. McInerney, any questions?
This is the one for we're talking about the one for 18 million right now?
Actually, the temporary capital budget, the last resolution, 158.
Oh, this, okay, I'm sorry, this is, all right.
Are you good, Mr. McInerney?
No, I'm not. Hold on one second. Okay, no, I'm good.
Thank you, Mr. McInerney. Commissioners, any questions or comments on number 158? Seeing none, do I have someone to move it?
Move.
Moved by Luciano.
Second.
Second by Richardson. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk, for 158.
Commissioner Cooper,
Yes.
Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano,
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado,
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson,
Yes.
Commissioner Siebold,
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmaris.
Yes.
So moved.
Thank you. Okay, let's go back in order here. We're going to go to ordinance and resolutions on introduction and first readings. Madam Deputy Clerk, do we have any?
Yes, Mr. President, we have 4 ordinances for introduction and first reading.
Okay, so let's move to ordinance number 1 for introduction and first reading. It will be read into the record at a later time. Good evening, Mr. Jackson. Can you please explain?
Yes, Mr. Muhammad.
Good evening, Hussam Mohammed, County Treasurer. Ordinance number 1 is the bond ordinance providing for various capital improvement, including building improvements, highway and road improvements, and park improvements in an amount of $18 million, authorizing $17.1 million in debt.
Thank you. Ms. Shabazz, do you have any questions?
No legal questions.
Mr. McInerney, I believe this is the one you might have referenced earlier.
I did, yeah, so let's just kind of go through this, Mr. Mohammed. Of this amount, $4 million is for building improvements, $4.5 million is for highway and road improvements, and then $9.5 million for park rehabilitation improvements.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Commissioners, any questions or comments? Commissioner Vice President?
Through you, Mr. President. Good evening, everyone. I'm wondering if you could just speak to, I know it's a pretty large scope, but if you could speak to some of the specific highways, roads, parks that may be accounted for here in this capital improvement.
The first part, the $4 million, is for various county building. So any building needed any improvements, you will finance it from that. The second $4.5 million for roads and highways, and in the ordinance they did not actually specify a specific one. It's just for any roads need to be improved. And the third item for parks, and this will be for they have a new exhibit at the zoo, and they have renovation to some parks. And everything is listed in the ordinance.
Through you, Mr. President, it looks like there's a comment as well, Mr.
Mr.
But thank you,
McInerney?
that's
Yeah,
helpful.
just to give you what's happened in the past, the county executive, when he took office, had pretty much promulgated that he was going to limit financing by the county to $20 million a year. So at the beginning of the year, we give a general authorization basically to Public Works, to Parks, and in this case, building improvements. And usually that has always been around 18 million, and then we do some financing for the county college as well. And so we've kept it at 20 million. We're going to see something a little different here this year, because we're going to a second ordinance, which will exceed that, and the administration will explain that. But that's basically what we did in order to keep we had tremendous amount of debt over a period of time prior to this administration. Try to control that by limiting the amount that we authorize every year to $20 million. And we've done that just about every year. There's going to be an exception this year, but I'll let them explain that.
Great, thank you.
And it's general in nature, just so you know. They have some specifics that they want to get to, but we give them some of the flexibility with regard to the roads.
Great, thanks.
Okay?
Thank you, Mr. McInerney. Commissioners, any other questions or comments? Seeing none, someone to move it?
Move it.
Moved by Richardson. Do I have a
Second.
Second by Mary Thomas. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Cooper,
Yes.
Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano,
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado,
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson,
Yes.
Commissioner Siebold, Commissioner Siebold, absent. Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmeris?
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, let's move on to ordinance number 2 for introduction and first reading. It will be read into the record at a later time. Mr. Mohammed?
Good evening, Hussam Mohammed, County Treasurer. Ordinance number 2 is the bond ordinance providing for various capital improvement and acquisitions for two departments, the Department of Correction and Department of the Sheriff's Office, in an amount of $5 million and authorizing $4.7 million in debt. The improvements is included but not limited to, for the correction, to wiring and cameras and the kitchen improvements, and for the sheriff for body worn cameras and other acquisitions and other police cars.
Thank you. Ms. Shabazz, any questions on number 2?
No legal questions.
Mr. McInerney?
Yeah, there's also a correctional, component to this. Did you mention it?
Yes, correction and sheriff, yes.
Okay.
Correction is the $4 million and the sheriff is $1 million.
So this is where it's a little different than prior years. We are authorizing, in effect, what would be, I would assume, get up to $25 million. This $5 million is something that is not general in nature. It's specific, geared towards the needs of these two departments. And, yeah, it's just going to be, so they will now go out for bids and, do the specifications for the work required, go out for bids, and then get the work done. And it'll all be funded by this. Now, nothing's been sold yet. The bonds haven't been sold. This is just the authorization to go ahead and move forward to sell the bonds and to authorize them to do the projects. But those contracts for those projects still have to come back to us.
Yeah, we'll be hearing the specifics of those throughout the year as they come forward. Thank you, Mr. McInerney, for the explanation. Commissioners, the questions or comments on number 2? Seeing none, do I have someone to move number 2?
I move it.
Moved by Vice President. Second by Luciano. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Siebold?
Yes, and I got cut off for number 1, and I'd like to vote yes on that.
Okay, noted. For the record, she was disconnected, so she's voting affirmative for both 1 and number 2.
Thank you.
Correct, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmeris?
Yes.
So moved.
Thank you. Let's move on to ordinance number 3 for introduction and first reading, which will be read into the record at a later time. Mr. Mohammed?
Good evening. Ordinance number 3 is bond ordinance for County College. This is reappropriating $3.1 million from a previous ordinance, and this is to fund capital improvement at the Newark campus. There is no fiscal impact. This is just reusing old money was never expended.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Mohammed. Ms. Shabazz, any questions?
No legal issues.
Mr. McInerney?
You said this is old money that's never, is
Yes,
this a readjustment of the authorization?
That's a reappropriating of an old ordinance, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been vetted in the past, we're just using it this year as
Right.
opposed to, okay, sounds good. Commissioners, any questions or comments on number 3? Seeing none, someone to move it?
Move it.
I'll move it.
We'll give it to Seabold, second by Richardson. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk. Thank you, Mr. Richardson.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Siebold?
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmeris?
Yes.
So moved.
So let's move on to ordinance number 4 for introduction and first reading. It will be read into the record at a later time. Mr. Mohammed?
Ordinance number 4 is the bond ordinance for County College in appropriating $3.9 million for various capital improvement at the Newark campus. We do this every year. We provide half of the amount and the state match it. So the county piece will be $1,950,000 and the state will match it with Chapter 12 funds, $1,950,000, and this will be for Newark campus.
Excellent. Ms. Shabazz, any questions on number 4?
No legal questions.
Mr. McInerney?
I don't have any questions on this, no.
Thank you. Commissioners, any questions? Commissioner Mary Thomas?
Through you, Mr. President, not a question, just a comment. Just wanted to commend County Executive Joey DiVincenzo as well as the administration for this work and making sure that our buildings in Essex County match the brilliance of our students. You're talking about a school that serves 9,000 students, one of the largest serving county colleges here in the state of New Jersey, that was built within a year after the Newark Rebellion. And so you have a school that's been here for quite a while that was built in the wake of a city building to prevent buildings from getting destructed. And so as Joey D often says, he was like, there are parts of Essex County College campus in Newark that look like a jail because it was built at the time where they were trying to defend the building against potential acts of destruction. All this to say, myself and Commissioner Luciano just a couple of weeks ago had a privilege of being with the board from Essex County College chairman, or rather County Exec Joey D, students, faculty, and staff at Essex County, where we got to, bring in and authorize this new budget that makes sure that the building itself, from the cafeteria that's just been renovated to the library and all other campuses associated with Essex County College, are state of the art. So just want to commend, the work of the administration and certainly our county executive for making this a priority, because our students deserve the best everywhere, and certainly here in my great city of Newark. So thank you.
Thank you. Commissioners, any other questions or comments? Seeing none, Vice President, would you like to move it?
Certainly, thank you.
Second? Do I have a second on the floor?
Second.
Second by Luciano. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk, for number 4.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Siebold.
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson.
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado.
Yes.
Commissioner Luciano.
Yes.
Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Cooper.
Yes.
Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmeris.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, let's move on to ordinance on second reading and public hearing for listing purposes only. Madam Deputy Clerk, do we have any?
No, we do not, Mr. President.
All right, then we'll move on to ordinance on second reading and public hearing. Do we have any?
Yes, Mr. President, we have two, Resolution R 2026-00188 and Resolution R 2026-00189.
Okay, so we're going to move on to the first one. I hereby declare public hearing on resolution number R-2026-00188 open. If there's any member of the public who would like to comment for or against this resolution, please come to the microphone, state your name and affiliation. For the record, you will have 3 minutes. Seeing none, Ms. Shabazz, do you have any questions or comments?
No legal question, Mr. President.
Mr. McInerney, do you have any questions or comments? Commissioners, any questions or comments for this resolution or against? Okay. Do I have a motion and a second to close public hearing on resolution R 2026-00188?
Move it.
Moved by Richardson. Second by Luciano. Do I have the same mover second to approve the resolution?
Yes.
Thank you. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Siebold.
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson.
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado.
Yes.
Commissioner Luciano.
Yes.
Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Cooper.
Yes.
Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmeris.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, let's move on to resolution R 2026-00189. It will be read into the record at a later time. I hereby declare public hearing on resolution number R 2026-00189 open. If there's any member of the public who would like to comment for or against this resolution, please come to the microphone, state your name and affiliation for the record. You will have 2 minutes to speak.
Mr. President, if I may, before the public comment.
Please, Mr.
We
Jackson.
just received the comments back from the state earlier today. So my recommendation, subject to our attorney, Ms. Shabazz, would be that we have the public hearing and then close it and then table the vote until the following meeting or the meeting after that, when we have a chance to vet the comments.
Okay, so we're still waiting for the state comments on
Right,
this.
it would-
And this happens at times because we're actually pretty early when we
Correct.
get this budget done. So what we'll do is we'll have discussion and then we'll adjourn it to the next meeting. Is that okay?
Yes, that's legally appropriate.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Shabazz, any questions on this resolution?
No legal questions.
Mr. McInerney, any questions on the resolution?
No, we made our comments on the first reading.
Thank you. Commissioners, any questions or comments? Seeing none, what I'm going to ask for is a motion and a second to adjourn this to our next meeting, which will be April 15th.
Move it.
Moved by Richardson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Luciano.
Still
Roll
want
call,
that
Madam
public
Deputy
hearing.
Clerk.
You can still have the public hearing. You can still have the, you
Oh,
can still,
well, I'm so sorry. Let me take a step back. I apologize. That's right. Is there any member of the public who would like to discuss Resolution 2026-00189? Okay, seeing none, we had no questions from our attorney, we had no questions from Mr. McInerney, and we have it moved by Richardson and second by Luciano to adjourn it to the next meeting, which will be April 15th. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Siebold,
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson,
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado,
Yes.
Commissioner Luciano,
Yes.
Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Cooper,
Yes.
Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner President Pomaris.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, so again, we'll come back on April 15th for the vote on that, when we get, hopefully by then, state comments and such. All right, so let's move on to resolutions 1 through 11, with the exception of number 7, which has been withdrawn by the administration. These are advice and consent nominations for appointment to various advisory boards. Resolution 12 through 39 are reappointments to various advisory boards, and they can be read into the record at a later time. Mr. Jackson.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have outstanding candidates to present to the board this evening. Our first candidate is Bernetta Davis to the Essex County Recreation and Open Space Trust Fund Advisory Board.
Excellent. Ms. Davis, is she here?
Yes.
Please, come on up. Just state your name and affiliation for the record. Just tell us a little bit about yourself. Don't worry, you're not on the hot seat.
I have more notes.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. As you said, my name is Bernetta Davis, and I live in Bloomfield, New Jersey, and I'm an employee for the Essex County Schools of Technology. I am honored to be nominated by the county executive to serve on the Essex County Open Space Trust Fund Board. I look forward to continuing its important work by supporting initiatives such as county park improvements, zoo exhibits, and ongoing maintenance efforts that enhance public access to nature and improve the quality of life for all residents.
Great, thank you. Commissioners, any questions or comments while Ms. Davis is here? Thank you. Well, you must be great. You hail from the great township of Bloomfield. I'm not biased or anything. Thank you, madam. All right, let's move on to number 2.
Yes, our next candidate is Wanda Henderson to the Essex County Commission on Aging.
Good evening.
Good evening to each and every one of you. It's a pleasure to be heard and seen. My name is Wanda Henderson. I work for Essex County, the Department of Community Action. My director is Terrence McCoy, and he informed me not too long ago that I had been nominated to serve on the Commission for the Aging Senior Citizen Population. It is a very challenging situation that we have, I'm sure everywhere, but particularly for aging people. They are facing challenges that are really overwhelming for them. You used to be able to retire with Social Security, with your pension, and you could halfway live a decent life, but that doesn't any longer exist. I have many seniors who are able, trying to return to work, and even those who are not necessarily able, trying to find something that they can do to make ends meet. It's difficult and it's challenging. And so I'm very, I guess, looking forward to collaborative efforts in the community with other agencies who address the needs of people in the community, particularly those that are from the senior population. I'm doing my best to get them into low-income housing, which is 30% of their total income, and it helps to lower their costs, but there are just so many people who are in need and not enough apartments to get them into. So the collaborative working together, speaking with the Township of West Orange, who recently put up a new senior building, speaking with other townships to see how we can all just collaboratively work together and get our seniors out of Newark bus station and get them out of Newark Airport, because that's where they go, where they perceive it to be a safer environment. So it's challenging, but I am so encouraged by working with other townships to help get this problem solved.
Thank you, Ms. Henderson. We appreciate it. Don't run for commissioner this year, though, okay? Commissioners, any questions or comments from Ms. Henderson? Thank you very much for your willingness to serve.
Thank you.
All right, number 3, Mr. Jackson.
Yes, our next candidate is Danielle Bargo to the Essex County Mental Health Advisory Board.
Good afternoon. My name is Danielle Bargo. I am a resident of Montclair. I have 2 little kids at home waiting for me. And in my free time, I am a doctoral student at Johns Hopkins studying health policy, where I evaluate the impact of policy, programs, and services on the overall population. So I'm excited to use those skills on the Mental Health Advisory Board.
Thank you, Ms. Barlow. Commissioners, any questions? Excellent. Thank you very much for your willingness to serve. Number 4?
Yes, Kathleen Leventhal is also being nominated for the Essex County Mental Health Advisory Board.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm honored to be here and look forward to your confirmation. I have a long career in mental health, 30 years, where I worked in different environments, state, city, and private sector. And my main work over those years was innovative programming. So there's been halfway houses, mobile crisis unit, and a intensive care unit for the mentally ill. So this was all in New York, but my retirement from that was in the early 2000s. And then I became deputy mayor in Maplewood, where we still live. And after that, my next career was working with Assemblywoman Garnett Hall for the New Jersey Assembly. That's a lot of work. But the thing that stands out for me in this being a volunteer position is that I'm not retired from volunteering. I've been volunteering for 68 years. I started as the president of our teen church club and as a candy striper. And here I am now asking you to let me go up to at least 70, 75 years.
Thank you, madam. You say you're retired? It doesn't sound like you're retired to me.
I am retired,
All right.
but not from volunteering.
Okay, excellent. Well, we appreciate it. Commissioners, any questions? We're good. Thank you very much for
Thank
your
you.
willingness to serve. Okay, number 5?
Number 5, Larry Banks to the Workforce Development Board.
All right. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Hear me? My name is Larry Banks. I am the Director of Workforce Development and Training over at New Jersey Manufacturing Extension Program. Thank you so much for the privilege and even the opportunity to help out and serve on this committee if I get committed to it. What I'm here to do is try to connect as many folks to opportunities that exist in the industry that we serve. In manufacturing, a lot of folks tend to think that, you know, it's an overseas, but we have over 10,000 different manufacturers, and in Essex County alone, you guys have about over 1,500 people making products every day. What that means is that there's also job opportunities that go along with that. And it's not just about making a product. You need somebody to sell it, design it, tell the story, get it from A to B. So I'm here to try to connect those opportunities and training opportunities to as many folks as possible. We look at it like the Lego boxes, ages 1 through 99, so we'll go from kindergarten all the way up to anybody who wants an opportunity. So I don't want to hold up any time, but thank you guys so much for even allowing me to be here. Appreciate it.
Of course, our pleasure. Thank you. Commissioners, any questions? We're good. Thank you for your willingness to serve, Mr. Banks. We'll move on to number 6.
Number 6 is Vinicius Paiva, who's going to go to the Essex County Advisory Board for the Arts.
Thank you. Good evening. Please just state your name and affiliation for the record.
Hello, good evening. My name is Vinicius Paiva. I'm the founder and executive director for CINA, the Cultural Integration and Arts Association. We provide youth programming to over 1,500 students throughout the 44-plus Newark public schools, focused on martial arts, performing arts, and boxing. I also operate the Newark Boxing Gym, Team Raposa. One of our fighters is actually competing at the Prudential Center on April 10th, so I hope you guys support us. Okay.
Do we get front row tickets? I'm just asking for a friend.
I'll find out, sir. I'll get that for you.
Of course, I'm only kidding. For the record, strike
Yes,
that.
So I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much, and I appreciate the opportunity to serve on the advisory board for the Greater Essex County Performing Arts and Cultural Affairs. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Commissioners, any questions or comments? All right, you're good. Thank you. Number 7 has been withdrawn, so we'll move on to number 8.
Yes, Robin Shorter to the Local Advisory Committee on Alcohol and Drug Abuse.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. I am Robin Shorter. I'm the Senior Director of Community Engagement at Integrity House. I also oversee the County of Essex Reach for Recovery Chapter 51 initiative, where we visit 15 different vicinities each month. I have been part of the Lakota meetings for the past 5, 6, maybe even 7 years. I have 15 years of clinical experience and 6 years of community engagement experience, where I provide harm reduction, education, and any services to minimize the negative consequences of those individuals experiencing our social determinants of health, specifically substance use disorder, mental health, and those that are unsheltered.
Thank you. Commissioners, any questions or comments? Okay. Thank you, madam. Good. Thank you for your willingness to serve. We'll move on to number 9.
Number 9 is Felicia Johnson-Hill to the same committee.
Good evening.
Good evening. A hard act to follow. But my name is Felicia Johnson-Hill. I work for the County of Essex. I work for the Youth Service Commission, and my role, I'm an MDT convener. I've been going to the Lakota meetings for the past 2.5 years, not as long as Miss Jackie, but in my role as an MDT convener for the County of Essex, working with the youth, I provide alternate to detention programs for our youth that's currently incarcerated but don't necessarily have to be incarcerated, so we found alternative to detention programs for them. And in that role, I find that sitting in on the meetings for the Lakota, that a lot of our youth can gain a lot of services from sitting in on that board. And one thing that I found sitting in this role for the past 3 years, that a lot of our youth are highly affected by drug and alcohol abuse. And for me, one thing that I want to see happen, being a part of this board, is giving them and providing them with more services on a scale within the youth and within the juvenile justice system. So hopefully you guys will appoint me to this board.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Oh, also, Ms. Jackie, you know, I was also on the Newark Public School Board for 2 years, where I served as the vice president, and I also was on the Essex County School Board, where I also served as vice president too.
Thank you.
And I'm a mom with 2 sons.
And a mom with 2 sons. All right, that's a big deal.
One is going to law school in the fall.
Wow. Commissioners, no questions or comments. Thank you very much for your time. All right, we're on number 10.
Number 10, Maurice Brown to the
Never heard of him.
Essex County Advisory Board of Trustees.
Good evening, Mr. Brown.
Good evening, Mr. President and Commissioners. I want to thank the executive branch, the county executive, for this opportunity. Also coming before the legislative branch. Hopefully, I can thank you for your nomination as well, or your approval. I understand, my name is Maurice Brown. I'm retired from the County of Essex, also from Verizon. I understand the opportunity that this gives me to work on the Board of Trustees with Essex County College, because I understand the opportunity that it gives to young people to make the decision, other than maybe the 4-year college, but to go to a 2-year college. I was a single parent, raised my daughter. She went to Essex County College. More recently, single grandparent, raising my grandson. He went to Essex County College, finished, and he graduates from Montclair State University May 11th of this year. So I do understand the importance of having the community college, and I served on the Essex County College Foundation Board for 12 years. So again, I want to thank everyone for giving me this opportunity. And in fact, the next nominee behind me, I worked with her when she was working for the city of Newark. So hopefully I can look forward to working with her again. So again, good night and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Commissioners, any questions? Comments? Commissioner Richardson?
Not a question, but a comment. I think we ought to deny him. He's overqualified. No, Mr. Brown, we thank you for your service. Look forward to you serving some more.
Thank you, Commissioner.
And I had a feeling when you retired, a couple of months ago, it seems, you were going to be back. So we're happy to see you back. So.
Well, thank
Always
you.
a pleasure. Thank you.
May I say something,
Please.
Mr. President?
Commissioner Sebo.
Thank you very much. I've known Maurice Brown for so many years, and I am delighted that he's willing to give his time to serve on the Advisory Board of Trustees for the Essex County College. We're very lucky that he's willing to give his valuable time to this. So thank you, Maurice.
Thank you, Commissioner Sebo. Appreciate it.
And as usual, she's correct. So thank you very much. Sir. Thank you, Mr. Brown. All right, we're moving on to number 11.
Yes, and number 11 is Norma Gonzalez, as Mr. Brown said, also to the Essex County Advisory Board of Trustees.
Good evening, Ms. Gonzalez.
Good evening, honorable commissioners, President Pomales. I am so grateful for this opportunity. I want to thank Essex County, Joe DiVincenzo, and his entire administration. I have been with the county and the city of Newark. My whole work history has been in this city. I've dedicated since I was 15 years old, I've been working with this, for the city and this county. I currently work for the city of Newark's economic development and housing nonprofit called Invest Newark. I have various years of experience in education, training, workforce, apprenticeship training programs, economic development, and I am so honored to be able to work with Essex County College. I've been working with them since practically what you just said, Commissioner, since they started building the college. So I'm glad that you made those comments. I'm really looking forward to working with the board, with the president and with the administration to make sure Essex County College's mission and goals are met for all our residents in this city and county.
Thank you.
Thank you, and I thank you for your support. And also, Mr. Brown, I'm really looking forward to working with him again.
Thank you. Commissioners, any questions or comments? Good. Commissioner Richardson?
Comment. Yes, I know Norma very well. Matter of fact, she was one of my aides at once upon a time. So I'm glad to see you still volunteering, still in the mix, and congratulations.
Great. Thank you, Commissioner. All right, Mr. Jackson, I think that concludes the new appointments. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, so what do we have next?
Reappointments.
Reappointments from 12
to 39.
to 39. None of those folks are here because they're reappointments. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, great.
Move it.
All right, so we vetted the new folks. Any questions or comments, commissioners, on the balance from 12 to 39?
Yes, I have a comment.
Commissioner Siebel?
I know many of these people very well, and I'm the liaison to the Open Space Trust Fund Advisory Board, so I've been working with the reappointments for many years, and I'm very happy that they're going to continue to work, and I'll be happy to work with them. And I also know so many others who are on the Open Space Trust Fund. I'm sorry, the Essex County Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender, and Questioning Advisory Board. I'm the liaison to that group, and I know so many of them so well, and I'm delighted that they're being reappointed.
Thank you, Commissioner. There are a few people you probably don't know in Essex County, I'm sure.
Well, I know those people very well, and I'm happy to make a motion to approve all of them.
Well, I was gonna ask you that, so she's moving all of them, so this is, give me 1 second, because there's 1 through 39, with the exception of 7, because that was withdrawn. That's moved by
Right.
Sebald. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Mary Thomas. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Cooper? Commissioner Cooper? Absent. Commissioner Gill? Absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Sebald?
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmaris?
Yes, and thank you all of you for coming in and for your willingness to serve, whether it's a new position or a reappointment. We're all very grateful that you're coming, and if you behave well, we'll double your salary next year. So at this time, you're more than welcome to stick around for the meeting. But I know you don't want to, so you're more than welcome to go. That's okay. If you want, we'll just take a second for you folks to filter out, because I know you probably want to go party somewhere. Thank you all.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. The big hair. Yeah, I remember. Very lovely. Well, the night that we were both going. All right, Mr. Jackson, let's move on to Resolution 40 through 42, which is for the Department of Administration and Finance, Office Management, and Budget. They will be read into the record at a later time.
Mr. Mohammed will handle these.
Mr. Mohammed, it's a busy night for Mr. Mohammed. Good evening, Mr. Mohammed again.
Good evening, Hussam Mohammed, County Treasurer. Resolution number 40 is the transfer resolution for 2025 appropriation reserves, which is the appropriation from last year, from 2025. And most of it will be moved to the snow line in order to replenish the county snow reserve. We had the big two big snowstorms this year, and we spend a lot of money on the snow. We try to replenish the reserve.
Okay. Why don't you do 41 and 42 as well?
Resolution number 41, the resolution to cancel unexpended capital balance, originally from ordinance number 23-6 for park improvement building, parks administration building. The original ordinance was passed for 10 million 8, and we did not issue any debt for that, and the project is completed. The administration obtained $5 million grant, and so we have unexpended balance of $5 million should be canceled. There is no fiscal impact because we didn't issue any debt. Resolution number 42. This is 1 month extension of the temporary budget to fund the county department until the budget is formally adopted.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Shabazz, any questions on 40 to 42?
There are no legal questions.
Mr. McInerney?
No, the 41 is just a cancellation of the authorization, correct?
Yes.
There's no money to gain out.
No, there is no any funds were sold. No. We did not have any bond sale on anything like that.
Okay. And then 42 is just for the month of April.
Yes, because the budget was not adopted tonight.
I don't have any other questions.
Okay, usual stuff. Commissioners, any questions or comments on 40 to 42? Seeing none, so I'm going to move it.
Move it.
Moved by Richardson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Luciano. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk, on 40 to 42.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Sebald?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Cooper? Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmaris?
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, let's move on to Resolution 43, which is for the Department of Correction. It will be read into the record at a later time.
Excuse me, Mr. President, Captain Camacho and the corrections team will handle this.
Good evening, Captain.
Through you, Mr. President, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Through you, Mr. President, Captain Camacho, Department of Corrections, Office of Management and Budget. On today's agenda, we have item 43, contract with CFG Health Systems, LLC, the lowest responsive and responsible bidder, to provide healthcare services for inmates at the Essex County Correctional Facility from date of award through December 31st, 2028, 3 years, with an amount not to exceed $74.37 million, which equates to an annual contract value of $24.78. Just to give a little history, CFG has been serving as the county's, the department's medical provider since 2008, which is nearly 2 decades. If you have any questions, I'm here to answer them.
Thank you. Ms. Shabazz, any questions?
No questions.
Mr. McInerney?
Yeah, there's just some observation. There's a component of increases here, roughly 3% in the year 2027, 2028. There are 2 options on this as well, correct?
That is correct.
Go for 2 years beyond the 3-year contract, which we have on. Each one of them has an increase of 3.8% each year. I would say predominantly the increases, this has a large staffing component to it, and the increases, most of the increase is attributable to the increase that you would incur in any staffing situation.
Thank you, Mr. McInerney, for those observations. Commissioners, any questions or comments?
Through you, Mr. President, I appreciate that clarification on the increases in the staffing. Do we have a sense of what areas of staffing would be increased? Is that like nurses or?
In the contract that I have, the detail, there's only one number issued for staffing. I'm sure the administration can detail that for you.
Captain, can you elaborate a little bit on the staffing that?
Through you, Mr. President. Yeah, so right now I'm looking at, the director had a commitment to expand our medical services program, mental health services program. So we did increase our mental health professional staff from 2 to 6. This expansion was implemented in response to assessments and recommendations by the Civilian Task Force and also members of the commissioners.
Okay, Mr. McInerney?
How many employees did you say?
2 to 6, just the mental health portion.
Just the mental health?
Mental health, but we also increased our MAT program, medically assisted treatment program, so we have some staff in there too, Mr. McInerney.
Well, give us a breakdown of it's roughly $16 million of staffing under the contract. What would that be? What is that composed of?
Well, through you, Mr. President, and I also did some research. The last time we've put this contract, that was 5 years ago. So the increase results rising labor and wage costs, we know that. Increased pharmaceutical expenses, that's a big one. Higher hospital and specialty care charges, and costs of goods and services.
Yeah, but that's not the question I asked. The question is, there's staffing of, in 2026, of $15,815,000, in 27, $16,448,000, and 28, $17,106,000. You've given me maybe a dozen jobs. What does that staffing represent, that $17 million?
Well, right now with me, I have Brandon DeJulis, our CFO. If you can come up and probably give a little more specifics to the board.
Thank you.
Sure.
Please just state your name and affiliation for the record. And I think what we'd like to know is, can you just give us a breakdown of the overall staffing, doctors, nurses, you have the mental health professionals, et cetera?
Absolutely. My name is Brandon DeJulius. I'm the CEO of CFG Health. The staffing at Essex County Jail consists of both medical and behavioral health care staffing. That's staffing for practitioners, and that includes doctors, that includes mid-level providers, nurse practitioners, and psychiatrists. And that staffing also is comprised of nurses, so that's registered nurses, licensed professional nurses, and ancillary staff, including medical assistants and various other ancillary positions.
Are these folks, are they per diem? Are they part-time, full-time? Can you give us a sense
Our
of
staff is comprised of full-time, part-time, and per diem. We are predominantly full-time staff, but we do use per diem for coverage for various vacancies.
Can you give us a sense of how many full-time, part-time, and per diems? If someone else will answer, just step up and then state your name and affiliation.
Yes, I'm going to hand it over to my colleague.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Madeline Bell. I'm the Regional Director for CFG Health. We have 24/7 staffing, so every day we have day shift, 9 LPNs, 4 RNs, 2 physicians, 5 mid-level providers, which are composed of nurse practitioners and physician assistants. We have clerical staff, mental health staff, a psychiatrist, a mental health director who is a licensed psychologist, 4 mental health technicians, 2 mental health nurse practitioners, and that's 7 days a week. We have dental staff, 1 full-time dentist, 2 part-time dentists, 1 oral surgeon. That's 7-day-a-week dental coverage, plus a dental assistant and a part-time dental hygienist. The dental assistant is also 7 days a week. We have medical records staff, day and evening shift, 7 days a week. We have a large infirmary, 42-bed infirmary, so we have staff that operate that infirmary 24/7. That's 1 nurse every shift, 1 nursing assistant every shift, and then a provider for a day and evening shift, and a provider who's in the building 7 days a week. So Essex is one of the only jails that I know, I could be wrong, who has 24/7 provider coverage in the building. So they don't have to wake someone up if they need if they have an emergency. There's a provider right there in the building. Our intake runs 24/7 also, so as new admissions come in, there is a nurse that greets them at the door, a nurse who does a history, and then a provider who will do the physical. And that's 7 days a week. And I'm sure I missed a few positions.
That's a pretty good sum, right?
Okay.
I appreciate
All
it.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you got it down pretty good, to be honest with you. But I'm not suggesting at all holding this contract up, but if they could get us a list, I would appreciate, just so we understand it a little bit better.
Yeah,
And are these floating or are these permanent employees?
As part of the...
Please just state your name, because
oh.
the transcriber, state your name first.
Brandon DeJulius, CEO, CFG Health. Our new contract does include an updated staffing matrix, and we'd be more than happy to provide that to you, so you have all of the detail.
Yes, thank you very
I
much.
think that would be very helpful, and it's also
course.
around the clock, 7 days a week, so, you know, it's
Yes, sir.
helpful to us to get that kind of insight. Commissioners, questions, comments? Okay, seeing none, do I have someone to move it?
I'll move.
Moved by Luciano, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mary Thomas. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk, on number 43.
Commissioner Cooper? Commissioner Cooper absent. Commissioner Gill absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Siebold?
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmares?
Yes.
So moved.
Thank you. We look forward to the
Thank you.
information. Let's move on to Resolution 44, which is from the Superintendent of Elections, Commissioner of Registration. It will be read into the record at a later time.
Mr. Coltre.
Mr. President, this is Superintendent of Elections, Commissioner of Registration, Contract for Express Shipping.
Jay, let's just get the microphone a little closer to you. It's a little, I can barely. Is that on? Kyle, can you? If not, then we'll just move Mr. Jackson's for the moment. Let's switch over to that one. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Like shipping ever, this is for Region A to provide and delivery pickup of election machines and materials, 24-month contract from date of award, not to exceed $3 million. And the reason it's for $3 million is, like I've said in the past on other elections, we don't know if we're ever going to have special elections, how many we have to put out. So this is not to exceed that amount. If they ever spend $3 million, we have an election every day almost. So in that case, that's the reason we have a $3 million, because we don't know when we're having special elections.
Okay, so it's kind of a new safeguard. We've had a lot of recent elections in, last few years, so understood. Ms. Shabazz, any questions?
No legal questions.
Mr. McInerney?
No questions.
Commissioners, any questions? Have someone to move it?
Move it.
I'll move it.
Moved by Richardson, second Siebold. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk, on 44.
Commissioner Sermons absent. Commissioner Siebold?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Gill absent. Commissioner Cooper absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmeris?
Yes.
So moved.
Thank you. Let's move on to Resolution 45 and 46, which from the Department of Citizen Services. It will be read into the record at a later time.
Mr. Porter will handle this item.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Christian Porter. I'm an administrative analyst at Department of Citizen Services. I'll be presenting agenda item 45, Department of Citizen Services Division of Community Action Professional Service Agreement to provide continuum of care data quality and governance planning services with Monarch Housing Associates, January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2026, with the amount not to exceed $65,000. General scope of the project: provide policy documentation for our continuum of care providers to improve services for unhoused population in Essex County.
Okay. And 46 will be done by someone else, Jackson? Okay. Ms. Shabazz, do you have any questions on 45?
No legal questions.
Mr. McInerney?
No questions.
Commissioners? Seeing none, someone to move 45?
Move it.
Moved by Richardson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Vice President Cooper. I'm sorry, Vice President Mary Thomas. Old habits die hard, I'm sorry. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Siebold?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmeris?
Yes.
So moved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's move on to 46.
Yes, Director Barcliff will handle this item.
Good evening, Director.
Good evening, Director Barcliff, Essex County Juvenile Detention Center. Here on behalf of item number 46, which is the contract award to Johnston Communications for the purchase of a street-safe duress system for monitoring personal safety devices under Union County Contract Corps. The monitoring system provides safety devices to our officers and staff members who are actually out inside the building. And those devices alert the monitors and center controls of the location of the officer. If in fact that officer becomes in any distress, if that officer is involved in a fight, that officer can simply press, becomes a panic alarm. It will send the location to main control, and main control will be able to locate that officer and send a response to the staff member.
Thank you, Director. Ms. Shabazz, any questions?
No legal questions.
Mr. McInerney?
No questions.
Commissioners? Seeing none, do I have someone to move?
I'll move.
Moved by Luciano. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Richardson. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk, for number 46.
Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado?
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Siebold?
Yes. Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmeris?
Yes.
So moved.
Thank you,
Thank
Director. Okay, let's move on, 47 through 52, and added starter 155 and 156, which is from the Department of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs. They will be read into the record at a later time. Good evening, Mr. Zates.
Good evening, Joshua Zates, Essex County Parks. Number 47 is a contract to provide graphic arts, video, and design services with Iris Communications, amount not to exceed $154,400. Specifically, this is for the design of all the brochures and postcards for the events throughout the park system throughout the year. They also designed the park's quarterly newsletter, as well as the shirts and souvenirs that we'll be selling shortly at the Cherry Blossom festivities. Number 48, contract award to Central Nebraska Packing to furnish and deliver frozen animal meat, 12-month agreement not to exceed $120,000. This is specifically for all the carnivores and birds of prey throughout the Turtleback Zoo. Currently, the zoo has 150 different species, which is approximately 1,500 animals total. Number 49, a negotiated contract award to Starfire Corporation to furnish and deliver and conduct the fireworks exhibits, amount not to exceed $102,000. Specifically, we do have some tentative dates scheduled for our fireworks program this summer. June 24th is going to be at Weequahic Park, June 26th at Branchbrook Park, July 1st over at Brookdale Park, and then we will have an additional fireworks program over in Weequahic. The date's not set yet, but it will be a Saturday in May. Number 50, lease agreement between the County of Essex, the Improvement Authority, and McClune's to exercise the first 5-year extension option, McClune's Boathouse. It'd run from April 27th of this year through April 26th of 2031. It's annual revenue of $360,000 plus 4% of any gross revenue over $5 million. Currently, monthly, McClune's Boathouse pays a rent of $27,500. If this extension is approved, they would now be paying $30,000 a month. Number 51 is authorization to use the Essex County Recreation Open Space Trust Fund to fund Grover Cleveland Park softball field improvements, amount not to exceed $1,150,000. Specifically, this is for an upcoming project to improve the ball field over in Grover Cleveland. Specifically, it'll be the installation and maintenance soil erosion sediments, new chain link fence, new synthetic turf system, but it would only be for the infield, not the outfield, as well as some irrigation, new backstop, dugouts, some sidewalk work. Number 52, authorization to use the Essex County Recreation Open Space Trust Fund to fund landscape construction inspection services, renovation of the Rose Garden over at Brookdale Park, amount not to exceed $57,750. Again, this will be for an upcoming A&E project to design this. Specifically, it'll be for the research, Rose Garden. I'm sorry, I have the incorrect project scope, but it will be for the Rose Garden improvements over at Brookdale Park. As this board may not know, that is the only Rose Garden throughout the park system. Number 155 is authorization to use the Recreation Open Space Trust Fund for HVAC and plumbing repairs, amount not to exceed $200,000. Specifically, this is to fund existing HVAC and plumbing contracts. It would be paid out of the Open Space Trust Fund. And finally, number 156 is the contract to provide entertainment for the 2026 special events calendar, amount not to exceed $222,540. Specifically, we have some tentative dates for Brookdale Park, July 10th, July 17th, July 24th, July 31st, and August 2nd. And then locally in the parks, we have Yanakaw on June 16th, Verona June 17th, Veterans, June 23rd, Weequahic, June 24th, Riverbank, July 7th, Watsessing, July 8th, Ivy Hill, July 14th, Vailsburg, July 15th, Cedar Grove, July 21st, Grover Cleveland, July 22nd, Independence, July 28th, Belleville, July 29th, and finally Irvington, August 4th. As you can see, it's a pretty jam-packed schedule, and we do have the vendor here in case the board has any specific questions.
Yeah, let's bring him up. Since the vendor came, let's bring the vendor up for a second. Just tell us a little about the project. Good evening. Just please state your name and affiliation. Just tell us about the services you're going to be providing.
Sure. Good evening. My name is Rick Davis. I'm the owner of 368 Event Management. We are based in Paquonic, New Jersey. We've been open for about 6 years. We are a full-service event production, consulting, and management agency. On top of everything that you've already heard about these events, we are very hands-on with what we do. We will be not only on site for everything, but we will also be available for all meetings, anything you make up in the meantime, as just part of the RFP. We are providing primarily production and entertainment services. This is something we will be working with the county on directly to get approved artists in place before the events take place. We do currently hire four freelance employees out of Essex County, 2 out of Maplewood, 1 out of Nutley, and 1 out of West Caldwell.
Okay, great, thank you. Commissioners, any questions for the vendor while he's here? Okay, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
I have a question.
I know Mr. McInerney has questions. Then that's it for you, right, Josh?
Joshua Zates, Essex County Parks. Unless you have any surprises for me, I believe that's it.
We may. You never know. Mr. Baz, any questions?
These were reviewed. There are no legal concerns.
Great, thank you. Mr. McInerney, I think has questions.
On the McClune's lease, have they exceeded have they paid any additional rent, the over $5 million amount?
Joshua Zates, Essex County Parks. They have. I don't specifically have what years, but they definitely have.
I know they did in the beginning. I know they were, in the beginning, they were doing extremely well. Are they all paid up on their rent, month to month?
Yes, they consistently pay on time.
Okay. Can I get just the last year, of what, and I used to get it regularly, just what the sales were on a monthly basis?
Yeah, we could certainly provide that.
Thank you. Commissioners, any questions or comments on the?
Yes,
items?
Mr. President, I have something to say.
Commissioner Sebo, please.
You'll notice in a number of the items that the Open Space Trust Fund reviewed this in full, and we're very happy to see it on the agenda tonight. And if no one else has any questions, I'll be happy to move all of these.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, any other questions or comments? Seeing none, it's moved by Sebo. Do I have a second? Second by Richardson. Roll call, Madam.
Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano?
Yes.
Luciano?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado? Commissioner Richardson?
Yes.
Commissioner Siebold?
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas?
Yes.
President Pomaris?
Yes.
So moved.
Thank you. All right. 63 from the Department of Public Works. They will be read into the record at a later time. Good evening. It will be read into the record at a later time. Good evening, Mr. Antonio.
Good evening, David Antonio, Department of Public Works. Item Board of Contract to French and Perello provide the design, engineering, and construction services required to perform the renovations of the Rose Garden at the Brookdale Park in Montclair in an amount not to exceed $55,750. French and Perello submitted the highest rated proposal of the two received by the county. The scope of work includes new grading, landscaping, along with benches, garbage cans, also repairs and repaving of pathways if needed, and of course architectural improvements will include new accommodations for displaying the roses, such as a new 12-foot tall obelisk. Item number 54 is the award of contract to Zenith Construction for the softball field improvements at Grover Cleveland Park in a cost not to exceed $1,114,126. Zenith Construction submitted the lowest of the 6 bids received by the county. The project will include the installation of new fencing. There will be a new synthetic turf field, only the infield. There will be new sod in the outfield, irrigation improvements. There will be a new backstop, new dugouts, new sidewalks around the park, and of course, additional site furnishings such as receptacles, benches, and trash bins. We do have Mr. Ron Nike of Zenith Construction here this evening. He would like to take a minute of our time to introduce his company and answer any questions the board may have.
Good evening. Please just state your name and affiliation. Tell us about your company and the project.
Hey, good evening. My name is Ronald Nayak. I'm a project manager at Zenith Construction. We're going to be doing a new softball field at Grover Cleveland Park. It's new synthetic turf, drainage, irrigation, fencing, backstops, as well as some asphalt and concrete sidewalks. A bit about the company. We're Essex County based. We're based in Orange. And about 50% of our workforce is residing in Essex County, and we're going to make sure that 50% works on the actual job. It's only fair. And yeah, that's pretty much most of it. And also, we're union affiliated with the local 472 and 825 unions.
Very good. Commissioners, any questions for the vendor while he's here? Commissioner Luciano?
Just a comment. I know the vendor. They've done a lot of great work here in Essex County. Of course, union affiliated. And I just wanted to put on record, please let Nick know Commissioner Luciano was asking for him.
Thank you.
Just no pressure, but that's named after an important president and extra nice.
Got it.
All right, thank you.
It's also in my district. That field, thank you to the administration, has needed some attention for a few years now. This is going to be great.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to look wonderful. Go ahead.
David Antonio, Department of Public Works. Item number 55 awards the performance of the 2025 CDBG roadway resurfacing program to Smith Sandy Asphalt Construction in an amount not to exceed $1,593,289. Smith Sandy Asphalt submitted the lowest of the 2 bids received by the county. This program will resurface Springfield Avenue from Chancellor Avenue to Smith Street in Irvington. This is a distance of about 1 mile. The scope will include paving, curb to curb, new roadway markings, drainage improvements, and of course, ADA compliant ramps if needed. Item number 56 exercises a 2-year extension option to the contract with Core Facility Services, which provides the total building management services at the county's 2 buildings located at 320 and 321 University Avenue here in Newark, in an amount not to exceed $1,671,166. Item number 57 also exercises a 2-year extension option to the contract with Elevator Maintenance Corporation, AMCO, which provides service and maintenance of elevators at various county locations in an amount not to exceed $1,456,420. This contract includes the required monthly and yearly inspections and any required repairs to almost 80 county-owned elevators. Item number 58 exercises a 2-year extension option to contracts with the 3 lowest bidders to provide parts and service for specialty off-road vehicles in amount not to exceed $181,325 in the aggregate. The 3 vendors are Engineering and Industrial Services, North Jersey Bobcat, and Jesco, Inc. This contract allows for the Department of Public Works specialized vehicles such as John Deere's and Bobcats to be repaired on an as-needed basis. Number 59 awards FM Generator Incorporated a 2-year contract to perform maintenance, inspection, testing, and any required repair of the county's emergency power generators located at various locations in an amount not to exceed $129,050. FM Generator submitted the lowest of the 2 bids received by the county. This contract assures that these emergency power generators are functional and ready for use if pressed into service during an emergency situation. Item number 60 awards Liberty Mechanical the 2-year contract to perform on a as-needed basis the electrical, mechanical, and structural services to maintain the Clay Street, Bridge Street, and Jackson Street bridges operational in an amount not to exceed $108,975. Liberty Mechanical Contractor submitted the sole bid received by the county. Received by the county in an amount of $217,950, with the county being responsible for 50% of that. Note that these 3 bridges over the Passaic River are co-owned with Hudson County, and therefore Hudson County is responsible for the other half, which is another $108,975. These 3 bridges are movable and quite old, so having this contract in place ensures and assists the department to maintain these bridges operational and open to the traffic at all times. And item number 61 is the award of a 1-year revenue generating contract to Pronto Cafe to operate the Grab and Go Cafe located in the lobby of the new Winona Lipman Family Courts Building in an amount not to exceed $4,800. Pronto Cafe submitted the highest rated of the 2 proposals received by the County of Essex. Item number 62 authorizes the submittal of an application and execution of an agreement with the New Jersey Department of New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection in an amount of $210,000. These funds will be used for the development of a Green Streets project plan and the development of a stormwater infrastructure map. The county's highway stormwater general permit requires that these 2 items be performed as the terms of and conditions of such permit, and the DEP has made these funds available to us to undertake these 2 required tasks. And item number 63 authorizes the execution of the proposed traffic signal installation and a maintenance agreement between the County of Essex and Cooperman and Barnabas Medical Center concerning the installation, operation, and maintenance of the traffic signal to be located at Old Shore Hills Road and its intersection with Fern Drive in Livingston. The new signalized intersection will provide for protected pedestrian crossings across Old Shore Hills Road with high visibility crosswalks. There will be large LED traffic signal heads and pedestrian countdown signals with push-button activation. Additionally, left-turn vehicles will now have a protected left-turn bay and a lead turning phase. The engineering, construction, and maintenance of this traffic signal and road improvements will be borne by Cooperman Barnabas Medical Center.
Thank you, Mr. Antonio. Ms. Shabazz, do you have any questions on 53 to 63?
No, they are reviewed. I have no legal concerns.
Thank you. Mr. McInerney, any questions on these items?
No, I think all these are funded by capital except for 55, which I think is a CDBG.
Yes, that's right. Through you, Mr. President, correct, CDBG, federal.
And the last one as well, correct? Because that's being paid by...
The last one is actually paid by Cooperman
Yes.
Hospital Center, 100%.
Good. Any other questions, Mr. McInerney?
No. I don't have any-
Commissioners, any questions on these items? Seeing none? Moved by
I'll
Luciano.
move it.
Commissioner
Siebold.
Siebold? You moving it, Siebold?
Yes.
Second by Luciano. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk, on 53 to 63.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Siebold.
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson.
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado.
Yes.
Commissioner Luciano.
Yes.
Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmaris.
Yes.
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Antonio.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on to Resolution 64, which is from the Department of Citizen Services. It will be read into the record at a later time.
Mr. President, Department of Citizen Service, it's working now. Amended contract with iMatter 2 LLC under the State Community Partnership Grant, adding an amount not to exceed $4,000. The original award was on June 11, 2025, which totaling now $24,000 until the end of the year, December 31st, 2026. This is grant funding.
Thank you. Ms. Shabazz, any questions?
No legal questions.
Mr. McInerney?
No questions.
Commissioners? Seeing none, someone to move it?
Move it.
Moved by Vice President.
Second.
Second by Richardson. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano.
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado.
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson.
Yes.
Commissioner Siebold.
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmaris.
Yes.
So moved.
Let's move on to Resolution 65 and 66, which are from the Department of Health and Rehabilitation. They will be read into the record at a later time. Mr.
Department
Coulter?
of Health, Mr. President, Department of Health and Rehabilitation Uniform Shared Service Agreement with the City of Newark Hazardous Material Emergency Response Team. Newark maintains its own hazmat team and responds within the city limits, no cost to the county, and the county for the rest of it has Nutley Hazmat as our provider.
Excellent. Are you doing 66 as well?
I am. Division of Community Health Service, acceptance of letter of intent for the amendment of FY 26 Special Children Health Service Case Management Grant for a period of July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. The county received an additional $7,067. The total cost of the grant right now is $284,274.
Thank you. Mr. Bass, any questions on 65 and 66?
No legal questions.
Mr. McInerney?
Did Newark always do Newark, or did Nutley do it all?
No, regarding the hazmat team, Newark has always had a hazmat team, and they provide the services within the boundary. They also use Nutley Hazmat as the rest of the county.
All right. So we don't pay them anything.
The city of Newark, no, they don't.
No, they go after I mean, they're compensated by those who create
The spill.
the hazardous issue,
Yes.
correct? Okay. So it's just their authorization.
Same thing with the Nutley Hazmat.
Yeah.
They go after the spiller.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioners, any questions on 65 and 66? Seeing none, someone to move it?
Move.
Moved by Luciano, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Richardson. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk, 65 and 66.
Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano.
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado.
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson.
Yes.
Commissioner Siebold.
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmeris.
Yes.
So moved.
Let's move on to 67 and 68, which are from the Office of the Prosecutor. They will be read into the record at a later time. Mr. Coltrane?
Yes, this is the prosecutor contract award to Greater Essex County Counseling Service LLC to provide drug treatment service for the Op4 Help program. This is a 12-month agreement from January 1, 2026 through December 31st, 2026, amount not to exceed $45,800. This works with the courts of East Orange and Irvington to offer early intervention with treatment and recovery support for low and moderate income violent offenders motivated by substance abuse. 68 is contract award to RBA Inc., doing business as Phoenix Distribution for the purchase of rifles under the state contract, 17 Fleet 00797, amount not to exceed $32,741.75. It's replacing 15 rifles which are 20 years old.
Thank you. Mr. Shabazz, any questions on these two items?
No legal questions, Mr.
Mr.
President.
Macker, any questions on 67 and 68?
What do they do with the old rifles?
Usually, they either have them melted down or they sometimes sell them off or back to the vendor.
Thank you. Commissioner, any questions? Seeing none, someone to move 67 and 68?
Move.
Moved by Luciano, do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
Second by Siebold. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Siebold.
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson.
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado.
Yes.
Commissioner Luciano.
Yes.
Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmeris.
Yes.
So moved.
Let's move on to Resolution 69, which is from the Board of Taxation. It will be read into the record at a later time. Mr. Coltrane?
This professional service agreement to provide auditing and accounting services for the Board of Taxation, Samuel Klein and Company, a 12-month contract from date of award, amount not to exceed $25,000.
Thank you. Mr. Baz, any questions?
No legal questions.
Mr. McInerney?
No questions.
Commissioners, any questions?
I would just like to say that they've done a wonderful job for us each year.
Thank you, Commissioner. Would you like to move it?
Yes, I would.
Thank you. Moved by Siebold. Do I have a second? Second by Luciano. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk, at 69.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Siebold.
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson.
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado.
Yes.
Commissioner Luciano.
Yes.
Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmeris.
Yes.
So moved.
70 has been withdrawn by the administration, so we're going to move on to number 71, which is from the Department of Administration and Finance. It will be read into the record at a later time. Mr. Coltrane?
This is for the Office of Purchasing. This is a contract change order, 20% to 3 lowest and responsible bidders, adding $8,000, bringing the total expenditures to $528,000 for various items, for promotional items.
Mr. Baz, any questions?
No legal questions.
Mr. McInerney?
No questions.
Commissioners, any questions on 71? Seeing none, so I'm going to move it.
Move.
Moved by Luciano. Second.
Second.
Second by Richardson. Thank you. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk, for 71.
Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano.
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado.
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson.
Yes.
Commissioner Siebold.
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmeris.
Yes.
So moved.
Moving on to 72. This is from the Office of the County Administrator and will be read into the record at a later time. Mr. Jackson.
Yes, Mr. President. This is professional service agreements with Associated Humane Societies, Seaport, New Jersey, and Wildflowers, TNR, to perform trap, neuter, vaccinate, and release services for the County of Essex for the calendar year 2026 in it not to exceed $290,000. As the board, I'm sure, recalls or understands, we've had tremendous success with this program. When we first started out, I think it was like $5,000 the first year that we did it, and we've increased every year. In 2023, we serviced 606 cats. In 2024, 1,127, and in 2025, 2,939. So the number has gone up exponentially, and this has prevented the birth of almost 18,000 kittens in the 2025 year. This includes, the contract includes foods and supplies for trappers, and again, it's been a rousing success for the County of Essex, and it's commend the leadership of Commissioner Cooper and the board for helping us to put this effort forward.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson. It has been a very proud program, certainly, to alleviate the feral cat problem that many cities are facing here in Essex County. And so, as you mentioned, the prevention of these, kittens into the, streets, has been a significant success. And we want to thank all of the friends groups that are associated who have been partners with us to be able to trap and bring to the mobile units. Ms. Shabazz, any questions?
No legal questions.
I just have one, if you'll indulge me. Did this all start with the cat lady? Is this pretty much her?
I would say yes.
Yeah, I have to really take my hat off to her. She came in here, everybody probably thought, had different thoughts about her, but I have to be honest with you, it's $290,000 now. It started out, I think, at $25,000.
Actually,
$5,000, and so I give her all the credit in the world.
She's done a wonderful, she's been a terrific advocate, and certainly the board and the administration have worked very well together on this. Commissioner Cooper chairs.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from anybody else. I'm just saying that everybody looked sideways when she came in here, but I have to
Regrettably, she's not here, and I'm not going to meow for you, but
that was my next request. But
she does come in, and she does advocate, and she gives us a signature meow. One time a hiss, but mostly meows.
I had to get that out.
No, it's true.
It was the one hiss, the one time.
If I may, Mr. President, I just want to comment too that the vendors would have been here, but the decision was made to let them wait until we have the meeting, which I think is imminent. So they're going to come in for the subcommittee meeting.
We'll have a committee meeting, and I think it'll be more appropriate then, so they can give us greater detail to it. We had a pretty full agenda tonight, but certainly this is a real proud program. So, may I have any commissioners, any comments? Seeing none, do I have someone to move it? Moved by Luciano. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Richardson. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk, and please no meows.
Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano.
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado.
Meow.
We're going to need an official yes or no on that, Commissioner.
Yes.
Thank you.
Commissioner Richardson.
Yes.
Commissioner Siebold.
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmaris.
Yes.
So
I
moved.
think meow is an affirmative, a hiss is a negative. I think that's what we're going to have to go with. All right, let's move on to Resolution 73 to 154, which are in memoriams, commendations, proclamation resolutions. They could be read into the record at a later time. Commissioners, any questions or comments on these items? Seeing none, so I'm going to move them.
Move it.
Moved by Richardson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mercado. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Cooper, absent. Commissioner Gill, absent. Commissioner Luciano.
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado.
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson.
Yes.
Commissioner Siebold.
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent. Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmaris.
Yes.
So moved.
Let's move on to Resolution 157, which is from the Board of Elections. It will be read into the record at a later time. Mr. Jackson?
Mr. President, this
Or
is
Jay,
Board of
Mr.
Election contract with NJ Mobility LLC to provide handicap ramps for polling places April 1st, 2026 through March 31st, 2028. Amount not to exceed $134,895.
Thank you. Ms. Shabazz, any questions?
No legal questions.
Mr. McInerney?
no questions.
Commissioners, any questions on 156? I mean, 157, my apologies, correct, 157. Seeing none, someone to move it? Moved by Luciano. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Richardson. Roll call, Madam Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Cooper, absent Commissioner Gill, absent Commissioner Luciano,
Yes.
Commissioner Mercado,
Yes.
Commissioner Richardson, excuse
Yes.
me, Commissioner Siebold,
Yes.
Commissioner Sermons, absent, Commissioner Vice President Murray Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner President Palmeris.
Yes.
So moved.
Okay, let's move on to report of board committees. It's still a little early in the year. We haven't had any committee meetings yet, so I don't believe we have any. We don't have any legislative reports. Any written communications? Seeing none. Unfinished business? Seeing none. Commissioners, any new business to discuss? Seeing none. Okay, public comment. If there's any member of the public who would like to comment on any matter, please come to the microphone, state your name and affiliation. You will have 3 minutes to speak. Good evening.
Good evening. Winifred Victor Hines with the Weequahic Park Association. The decision to build a fourth softball field inside Weequahic Park over the explicit objections of the Weequahic Park Nation and the broader community is not simply a matter of recreational preference. It is a question of democratic process, public trust, and responsible governance of a shared community resource. The Board of County Commissioners should insist that the county executive hold a public community meeting before any plans advance for the following reasons. One, Weequahic Park belongs to the community, not to the county executive. Weequahic Park, a 311-acre public green space that has served Newark South Ward for generations. Decisions about how that land is used must reflect the will of the people who live, work, and recreate there, not the unilateral preference of a single elected official. When the community speaks clearly and the county executive proceeds anyway, that is not leadership, that is overreach. A fourth softball field does not reflect the community's expressed priorities. The Weequahic Park Association, the organization most directly and consistently engaged with the park and its surrounding community, has clearly stated its opposition to the softball baseball field and its support for an ice and roller skating rink. This is not a fringe position. It reflects the considered judgment of an organization with deep roots in the community and a demonstrated track record of advocating for what residents actually want and need. The county executive's plan effectively dismisses that input without explanation or dialogue, and the community deserves to know why. An ice and roller skating rink serves far more people than a fourth softball field, baseball field. Softball/baseball field serves a specific and relatively narrow user base, organized teams, leagues, and scheduled games. An ice and roller skating rink, by contrast, is a multi-generation, year-round recreational amenity that serves children, teenagers, seniors, families, and casual visitors alike. For a community that currently has no such facility with reasonable access, this is not a luxury. It is a meaningful quality of life investment. The county executive owes the community a transparent explanation for why a fourth softball field, when 3 already exist, was prioritized over a facility that would serve exponentially more residents. Transparency is not optional when public land and public funds are involved. Any
30
plan to
seconds.
construct a new athletic facility on public parkland involves public dollars. Taxpayers have a fundamental right to understand how their money is being spent and to have a meaningful opportunity to weigh in before construction begins, which it already has, by the way. A community meeting is not an extraordinary ask. It is the minimum standard of accountability that residents are entitled to expect from their elected officials. Proceeding without community input sets a dangerous precedent. If the county executive is permitted to override the express wishes of the Weequahic Park Association and the community without even holding a public meeting, it signals to every community in the county that public input is performative, something that happens after decisions have already been made rather than something that actually shapes them. The Board of County Commissioners has the authority to draw a clear line here and send in an unambiguous message. In this county, communities are heard before shovels go in the ground. The ask is simple and reasonable. The Weequahic Park Association and the community are not asking the county executive to abandon the project outright. They are asking for
Time.
a seat at the table, a public meeting where the plan can be presented, questions can be asked, alternatives can be discussed, and community voice can be formally heard and considered. That is not obstruction, that is democracy. The Board of County Commissioners should insist on nothing less. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam.
And then also I have
Madam.
one last
Time.
comment pertaining to the February 4th meeting. Commissioner Luciana and Councilman Patrick Council were in favor of the baseball field because they said that the community wants it. Okay? Now, speaking to one organization, in this case, the Weequahic Park Sports Authority, does not constitute community input. Okay?
You're over your time limit. I have to risk the time limit for everybody. Thank you.
I know, but I just wanted
understand.
to put that on the record.
I understand.
Because they said that they spoke to
I
them
understand,
and they were in favor
but
of
your
it.
time is up, and we
And
need to be
then Mayor
respectful.
Baraka said he
Madam,
did not.
I know, and you
So I
could
just
also email us as well, and we gave you your time, but I have to be
Yeah,
respectful
but
of
for the
everyone's time.
public to know this.
But you can share it with the
okay?
public on your own time at this point. The 3 minutes are up.
Well, you
Next public speaker, please. Good evening. Matt, can we adjust the mic? Yeah. Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening, Michelle Boynton. And the question is like maybe the last time we see.
Please just state your name and affiliation.
Michelle Boynton,
Thank you.
Weequahic Park Association. And I'm going to go a little left field because Weequahic Park Golf Course, we know in 1913 it was presented, 1914 it opened. 1969 there was work done on it. Why do we need a fourth baseball field? State-of-the-art turf field, 2019. Bill Hicks Field, 2016. Elizabeth Avenue, Mika, Rutgers, Newark, 2019. Last time we was here, and as Winnie said, but Mayor Barack did not agree on anything. He didn't say yes to anything, because we have to ask. Because my thing is less transparency, let's be honest, let's be fair. So my question was, again, why do we need a fourth baseball field? If there's a problem with the baseball field, it said, last time we was here, it's not a fourth field, it's added on. But when the sign says new, new is new. It says a new baseball field. It is so much field that's being built. And a 90-foot baseball path, 60 foot by 6 inches, that's a major. We're not major. We have 90 by 60, but it's 300 to 350. Downline, 390, 345, that's major. This is not major baseball field. This is Weequahic Park, and again, we don't need 4, so my question is, again, it was asked, why a fourth one? Skating rink is for everyone. The young, the old, you take your dates, you take your grandkids, everybody can enjoy that all year round. We still can play softball, we can play baseball, we have tennis. All of this is here. I bought the golf course up because you can understand that. When was the last time work was done on it? You need it. 2019, 2016, work done on baseball fields. This 2026. So the question is why? Why is it so hard to say, why can't we have a skating rink, ice skating, roller skating, kids, a family? It's a family thing. And young lady said, I was in the park Sunday because it was excellent, the weather. I knew people would be there. Everybody's like, what's this? We don't know nothing about this. Nobody has spoken to us, but somebody will say, oh, I spoke to the people. Meetings, that's what meetings are for. That's the South Ward. They said, oh, you have Branchwood Park. That's not South Ward. That's Branchwood Park, and that's great. Florham Park has one. Why don't we send them up there? Why not? Weequahic Park is all around, is being expanded. Everything is beautiful. You got beautiful new apartment buildings, $2,000 a month to live in. Go across the street. Enjoy skating. Enjoy what we used to have. So I don't know if those who don't come to Newark or you're not in Weequahic Park, it's not important to you. It is important. So the question again, why is there a fourth baseball field, and why is it such a fight to have a skating rink? Something for everyone all year round. Baseball, you can't play it in the winter. Skating rink, summer, winter, fall, spring, go. Let your kids have fun. Let the adults, let families enjoy each other, because if there's a problem, give me a reason. We just need a reason. Why is there, and it's enough Weequahic Park Because all that space is being taken up, all that dirt that's dug up. What you saying, take the whole Weekway Park over? It just doesn't make sense. So it's just a question, why and why not? And what do you
30
need it
seconds.
for? Okay, well, it wasn't enough. It was so that Shabazz and Weekway, they're practicing there, but then, they can't practice there because it's not adequate. Adequate what? It has the measurements that it should have for them to play softball, so we're not getting correct answers and kind of getting false statements. I don't want to call anyone a liar because they felt they were a liar, but if you do not have the exact information, then you're incorrect. So just again, can we try to understand? You have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Next speaker, please state your name and affiliation for the record.
Edward Nicholas, Montclair, New Jersey. I'm here this evening because when I was hearing the planned calendar for the summer events, I did not hear about Glenfield Park. And Glenfield Park is a county park in Montclair. I'm here also representing Vanguard Theater. Janice Freeman was supposed to be here, but she had to leave. We did our first annual theater in the park at Glenfield Park, and it was well attended. Basically, we're back here tonight to see if that could be considered for this summer's calendar. We find that theater is so important, and it was so important to us to bring something back to Glenfield Park because Glenfield Park is a county park and it had been renovated. And nothing had been done there since like the Montclair African American Heritage Festival. We've had other festivals that are being done now that deal with the populations of people with special needs. So we had that. So I'm here tonight on behalf of Vanguard Theater, and also I'm part of Weequay Park, and I didn't hear anything about the Weequay Park House Music Festival as well. So I represent that as I'm a founding member of that park. Not of that park, but of that festival. And that festival has been going on for the last, I believe, 15 years. 16 years. So we just want to find some feedback of how are these festivals being proceeded and moving forward. So that's it.
Thank you. So I got to give you a little quick update. The calendar you heard today is from the county executive's branch. It's not all of the events that happen in the county. And actually was in touch with Ms. Freeman who reached out. So I'm working on a meeting with her now.
I look forward to meeting you. I'll be at that
and I
meeting
did have
too.
the pleasure to attend one of your last performances and very much enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
I attended it with my daughter who's quite the thespian as well. So
Well, we look forward to meeting with you. I'm part of that committee as well.
we'll look forward to it. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Carolyn Berg, and I would like to thank the President and the esteemed commissioners. As I look around, I see a few familiar faces on both sides. I used to sit in this room. I am also one of the founders and vendors and committee members of the Weequay Park House Music Festival that I have been involved with the past 16 years. And as I listen to other people talk about the events that are scheduled for this summer, I would like to leave here assured that I know that we will continue the legacy of the Weequay Park House Music Festival. I am also honored to be the owner and was presented and awarded a proclamation by this very room of commissioners, and would like to know, will we have other festivals aside from Weequay Park and up in West Orange at the Eagle Rock Reservation, and also in Branch Brook Park, and also at the Veterans Memorial Park over here, right here on this property, because the person that used to be in charge of it is no longer here. So my question is, are we going to do it this year, and are we going to have it? And I'm open for questions and comments.
We'll respond to your inquiries in writing. If you want, you can leave your contact information with Adam.
I left it here on the paper, but I'll also give it to...
That's how we'll get back to you.
Okay,
Normally,
thank
that's how
you.
we respond to folks.
Thank you
If we
very
can do
much.
it quickly, we do, but we'll do it that way.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening. Please state your name and affiliation for the record.
Good evening. My name is Roderick D. Johnson, the owner of Roderick Johnson Football LLC Corporation. Once again, I'm here to try to be accommodated for office space under the Urban Enterprise Zone. Right now, before I take my final request back to the Essex County Executive, Joe DaVincio, I just want to show my face one more time here in your presence. Once again, I have secured private equity within the city of Newark, but at the same time, there's a big opportunity available for the city of Newark to join the GDFL, minor league football, 20 and up. So I'm in desperate need to secure office space to grant the opportunity to the young adults in the city of Newark, 20 and up. I would just like to know who would be the proper authority to help secure the office space that I'm requesting. Once again, I have knocked on many doors, and time is running out on me as this opportunity presents itself. So, like I said before, I just want to come here, present myself one more time to you. And I'm just, like I said, I have all the necessary documentations that need to be forwarded to the Capitol, to the governor, but at the same time, I'm getting no cooperation within the city of Newark downtown and other places that I've been. So that's why I'm here once again to ask you who will be the proper authority to help justify my situation.
Okay, so we'll get Adam to get your contact information. I'm not immediately aware of any office space that the county offers. I'm just not aware of that, but we'll ask the administration if, through inquiry if they do that. And with respect to the city of Newark supporting the football, that would have to be on the city council of Newark or some other designee of the city of Newark. That's not us.
Okay.
We're separate.
Yeah,
we're in Newark, I understand, but we're not.
Yeah, I just want to just come make myself,
Yeah.
my presence known here once again before I go back into City Hall, which I was down there at a council meeting and left them documentation as well as far as what was available in regards to the Paycheck Protection Program, the CARES Act, but I get nowhere. So I'm going to go back down there one more time and hopefully, if things work out, I won't show up here again.
Yeah, well, you're welcome to do so, but if you leave your contact information and list the very specific questions about what Essex County offers, we can address those. We can't address what the city of Newark does. We don't speak for them. That's their own agency, their own government.
I understand that. I'm
yeah.
just trying to make sure that I'm
Understood.
following legal procedure and going about everything the right way.
No worries. We can give you a response with respect to Essex County.
All right.
Okay, Adam is over there. Make sure we get your email and then list all of the questions that, specifically so that we can answer them very specifically. That way you get the most direct answer.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good evening. Please state your name and affiliation for the record.
Yeah, good evening. I'm Terry Seuss, and I actually live in Union County, but I was a many-year resident of Essex County. And I come up here frequently because I am associated with a community organization called Eyes on Ice, which has been at Delaney Hall every day for 11 months. And in April, it will be a year. And that is people from across New Jersey who have been welcoming the visitors and trying to help them through this traumatic time when their families are being torn apart, basically. And it's incredible in terms of the magnitude of what's going on right in our backyard. I know Commissioner Murray Thomas has been down to see with her own eyes, probably has told you some about it. We would invite all of you to come down during visitors' hours and meet some of the people that this is dramatically affecting. But I came tonight because I wanted to thank you all personally. I know we've been here with lots of problems and lots of asks and lots of criticisms. And actually, in January, the county brought a tent down to provide shelter in the really freezing cold weather for the visitors. GEO should be totally shamed and embarrassed because they need to be welcoming people inside and providing indoor waiting areas and indoor plumbing for bathroom facilities for the visitors. But they're not doing that. But the county has stepped up. They provided a tent and they provided porta potties. And the volunteers that work down there have been really trying to keep the place very, very clean. If you go down there, I was there this morning vigiling, you'll see there's not hardly any paper or any litter or anything around, and we never leave food in the tent, so there's no rat problems. We haul away the garbage ourselves. We take that home with us and put it out with our own garbage, and same with recycling. So that tent we're really taking care of because it has meant a lot to people, and I'd like to personally thank you all for making that happen. I think the county executive really jumped on it and assented to have that happen. So, and we're hoping that it stays up through the summer because it provides shade and it provides, you know, a place where the residents can, or the visitors can come and get information. So that's the first thing on my little list tonight. A little bit more about the team, but they're just people from across New Jersey, and they're taking care of all kinds of tasks on site when the visitors appear. Many of the visitors are turned away for dress code violations, and we keep clothes and shoes and various things so that they can easily go in and visit their loved ones. But I do have some asks. There's a tremendous amount of poverty and trauma that's happening with these families. Also, throughout the county, there's a tremendous inequality. And there is a need for housing assistance, food assistance, and health assistance for many, many families. And I'd like to know how can we work with you to make that more available to both our friends and neighbors in Newark, our friends and neighbors in other towns across the county, and to the residents
30 seconds.
To the residents who have had their families torn apart and don't have a breadwinner right now. So is there someone I should talk to, or that you could help me move ahead so that we have more assistance from the county? That would be tremendous, and you've shown your good heart already, and maybe there's more that you can do. So thank you for your time and attention.
Thank you, madam. Good evening. Please state your name and affiliation for the record.
Hi, I'm Tanya Veltz. Can you hear me? I am the founder of Treehouse ENT Cultural Arts Movement. We're a nonprofit organization that have hosted the Monty Irvin Orange Park House Music Festival for the past 10 years, in conjunction with Essex County Board of Commissioners and Essex County Division of Parks and Recreation. The festival typically attracts about 5,000 to 7,000 attendees of all ages, but mostly older adults, 40 and up. It provides a vital platform for many small business vendors, enabling them to promote their businesses and earn money from the attendees, income that they struggle to earn throughout the year. We also invite community service providers who bring mobile units for health screenings and set up spaces to share information and awareness about essential services and community resources. So it's not just a day of music and dancing, but a day that people from all over can attend to enjoy a time spent with their families, their friends, alumni from different parts of Essex County and abroad. The person who used to assist us with this event with some of the logistics is no longer with Essex County, and we haven't heard we haven't received any information in regards to if the county commissioners would continue to partner with us with this event, or any information if if we'll be permitted to host it again this year. So I'm here tonight to ask and to find out if we're able to move forward. It's an event that not only is for the community, but there's three senior housing buildings right across the street from Monty Irvin Park, and the seniors look forward to this event every single year.
Thank you, madam. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, honorable commissioners. My name is Adam Marshall from Bloomfield. I'm an Army veteran and a member of Eyes on Ice. The members of Eyes on Ice would like to thank Brendan Gill, Jody Vincenzo, and all other members of the Essex County government who funded, built, planned, and advocated for the tent on Doremus Avenue, next to Delaney Hall. Your actions have provided aid and comfort for families of those in need, and combined with the efforts of our volunteers, you were able to prevent frostbite, hypothermia, and other exposure injuries to approximately 3,000 people who visited. Your kindness will echo into the future. As summer approaches, we're going to be shifting our efforts to the prevention of heat injuries such as dehydration, sunburn, heat stroke, and so forth. To better facilitate these aid efforts, we would like to meet with the county engineer and all interested parties who would help to plan additional resources on site, manage waste, and improve traffic safety. Yes, to improve traffic safety and to show New Jersey and the world that Essex County supports human rights in this ongoing crisis that has been created by ICE. Lastly, I regret to inform you that members of the Sheriff's Department prevented visitors from parking between 7 and 10 a.m. on Saturday morning. Please reiterate to the officers working in this vicinity that parking should remain open to visiting families and volunteers affected by this crisis. Pending any questions, I thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for your service. Good evening. Please just state your name and affiliation for the record.
My name is Pamela McElvin. I advocate for Bellsburg Park, have the conservancy there. I was here, the last time I was here, I was trying to get the inspection done into Bellsburg Park because it hasn't been done. All that's been taken care of.
Can you just speak a little bit more to the microphone, a little harder?
All that has been taken care of, the satisfaction and so forth, our partnership with Table to Table. But now, since January, but I just found out today, we had no restroom, no water. So I'm thinking maybe because of the snowstorm, the pipes might have frozen. I sent 2 emails in to the county, no response, until I had to reach out to someone else in order for them to let me know what's happening. But today is on. The water, well, I haven't been to the building today, but they said the water been turned back on today. My problem is that yesterday I got so many phone calls. They permitted the whole park out. They permitted the whole park out. The soccer team came, you had track teams there, the football team, kids from different schools there, and they had both of the baseball fields permitted out, the whole football field permitted out, and then had the nerve, the soccer people team called the cops on the kids, the coach that was doing the football. And I'm like, call the cops. Because they wanted them off the field, not share the field, but completely off the field. Again, I called the county. I wanted to speak to Dan, but he wasn't in office, so I wound up speaking to Jackie, love her to death. But she tried to explain to me, this is what the county do. I said, maybe y'all overbooked it or something, because it's not fair to the community. I said, then what we supposed to, how do we enjoy the park? If everything in the park is booked, only thing that was open, the playground. So everybody the community got to run to the playground. That's not fair. You know, so she said, well, we book them in advance. I said, well, maybe Bellsburg Park is not as big as Weekway Park or Bradswood Park or anything. But to book every field when you have no use of the park, the community people has no use of the park, that's not fair. And I said, then they had the nerve, they just was rude, and then had the nerve to call the cops, which the county came and told them, well, you guys have to leave. They do have a permit. But they asked for everybody's schedule. I sent them my spreadsheet and so forth. So I just don't, so I say, is it all about the dollar? Because they don't, you know, they're coming from everywhere. They're not even from here. They're not even from here. And I said, they had the audacity. I said, now the kids had the visual, the cops, the county coming there. They going back and forth. This is a thing that I don't, that's not, just not, I can't, that bothers me. I understand where Jackie was coming from. I understand they permit, I know it's the World Cup, but you can't not book the whole park out when the community can't have no access to it. And I said, well, the playground, 6:30, is dark. I said, what happened to the lights? The lights that's on the trail from the playground back is dark.
30
I said, well,
seconds.
maybe public service needs to come and boost them up. Now I have video, because I'm there all the time, and I have videos and pictures I always take. And I hear the kids, you know, they playing, you know, it's a nice day, so the park is filling up, but it's dark. And it's not fair, and I told them something has to be done, and I said I have to put, it seemed like everybody tiptoe or walking on eggshells when it comes down to Joe D. You know, I'm not saying that to be funny, because he says to me, you know, I keep hearing, oh, we put so much money into the park, but it wasn't never taken care of properly. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. So we'll look into, Mr. Johnson, if we can look into the lighting at the playground. I don't know, you know, because of daylight savings or something that we're not adjusted properly.
They said it was public service. It's the lights on the trail back, going back toward, it's dark. It's just pitch black.
Okay, so if you could let Adam know precisely what was dark, I want to make sure it's the lighting in the park, or is it the street lighting that's PSE&G? We'll just kind of give us a little more clarity with Adam, and then we'll look into it. And then if you can give him the date of what you think may be a double booking or something, then we can look into that as well. Give us the exact date, though, please. Okay?
It was yesterday.
Thank you. Good evening. Please state your name and affiliation for the record.
Good evening. Norm Suteria, 99 Berkeley Avenue, Bloomfield. How is everyone this evening? I know it's been a long evening, so I'll be quick. Everyone deserves safety. Everyone deserves safety. No matter how you travel in this county, everyone deserves safety. This is bus stop 17175 at the corner of Broad Street and Carroll in the northern end of Bloomfield. You would cross here. I would cross here. There's a marked crosswalk right next to the bus stop. It is safe. On Monday evening, the Township of Bloomfield Council, Mayor Jennifer Mundell, Council members Cruz, Gonzalez, Charis Tabares, and Fishman voted to eliminate this crosswalk. To eliminate the bus stop at the crosswalk. Now, bus riders, southbound bus riders, are now forced to this location. What's missing? A crosswalk is missing. This is across, the woman crossing here is coming from the Broadacres office complex, which is off to the right-hand side. There's Universal Technical Institute. There's also Montclair State University. They have their audiology clinics and their speech and language pathology clinics, and a host of other offices. It's a high-use area. And this is the 72 bus. And for those of you that know the 72 bus, it is a bus that runs from Newark through Bloomfield, up Broad Street, all the way to Clifton, to Patterson, and back. It is a major bus route. It runs every 30 minutes approximately from 5 or 6 in the morning until midnight, carrying passengers. Bloomfield eliminated a bus stop next to a crosswalk. They now are shunting riders to this stop that has no crosswalk. And that is why I am here this evening. On behalf of vulnerable road users, and you're probably saying, well, you drive, right? Yeah, I do. But you know what I took to get here? The Newark light rail. And so I had to cross streets. And having the 72 bus gets me up to my dermatologist up in Clifton. It's kind of funny. And I only found that out recently. Buses and public transportation are lifelines. And everyone deserves safety. I don't know and will never meet many of these people. But I request Essex County's help to start the process of funding, researching, designing, and installing an ADA crosswalk near bus stop number 31129, which is the TD Bank on Broad Street. Don't have the street address, sorry. Now, it's important that it be ADA accessible. Why? Because the crosswalk that I showed you has truncated
30
domes.
seconds.
Thank you. Truncated domes. It has ramps. And most importantly, it has a marked, visible crosswalk so that pedestrians can expect to cross safely and drivers know that pedestrians will be encountered. So, it's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing to have safety yanked out from under you as a citizen. And I encourage you, everyone deserves safety.
Time.
Thank you. And everyone deserves safety, and I encourage Essex County to help construct a crosswalk so that no one dies.
Good evening.
Good evening. Maggie Friedman, Weequahic Park Sports Authority, Conservancy. With over 100,000 volunteer hours, we're a bit tired of having to do a lot of the environmental things in the park, but it's, you know, there's still some more work to do. So we have come across, during the snowstorm, as I mentioned before, that the rubberized trail was not cleared, so we definitely are advocating for updated equipment to have that rubber piece on the bottom of a cart or ATV that can shovel and kind of lift the burdens off of the workers there, because we definitely seen some of the laborious tasks and why it took so long to get those things cleared. Also, you want the schedule for repaving or pothole filling, because we just have a lot of craters that are developing in the park that definitely is, you know, we need help. We need help there. Additionally, there's trees still down. There's some like by the football field area. They're like down, been there for months. I'm not sure, you know, environmentally if anyone has reported it or not, but we have seen them in alongside Mika Avenue, Dayton Street. So those things need to be cleared as well. The flooding. So this might have to be a joint effort with Newark, because the catch basins surrounding the park as well as internally in the park need to be addressed. Definitely on the Elizabeth Avenue side of the park, because it's collapsed, and a DEP, I believe they mentioned that it would require the county, kind of all minds thinking together to kind of get that initiative going, which leads me to the Dividend Hill area that we have advocated for the last, I don't know, 2-3 years. We still want things done there. We invite everyone here, as well as the community, to come out with Rutgers and Weequahic Park Sports Authority Conservancy on April the 11th. We'll be out there from 9 to 12, so you all are welcome to come join in. We'll be focusing on Dividend Hill, but we want to see that addressed as well. Our tennis program will be up and running. I know that there were one porta potty there, but the bathhouse is still an area we would love to see restored. But if we can't get that done right away, we would need additional porta potties for the youth to be able to come and, you know, be able to use. Not only that, but there's a tennis community that comes in the evening as well, and I'm sure they would appreciate having that facility as well. And that's pretty much it. So I just want to say that, I apologize. We have a 32-team initiative league team that we want to see kind of going. We invited the county exec and some others, and we want to see that kind of going. But if you have any support that lend our way, we would appreciate it. Every bit helps. I don't care if it's a case of water, whatever, chips, anything, but we want to see the kids out there, because we are partnered with several schools in the area. And one thing that was mentioned with the youth from their own mouths was that when they came out to Saturday's practice to do that flag football, they went back with excitement in their school. We got to see the smiles on their faces, the encouragement that they gave to one another, and the invites that they say, hey, you know, you come back out to Weequahic Park the next day. So to see that happening and to see them advocating for themselves and to see how impactful the green space is, it's just miraculous to, you know, for our children in the community. But as Pam also mentioned, maybe a solution could be, and I just want to offer that at the microphone right now, is that maybe we need to do a summit with Conservancy so that they know the do's and the don'ts, the protocols, you know, just have some, you know, tact about themselves, because at this point, of the, it's
30
55 or
seconds.
more, we need to make sure that we're on one accord, sharing best practices, and making sure that we kind of lift each other up, because it is a huge responsibility to be a steward of a 311-acre park, because when we came, it was definitely a blighted situation, and we are so grateful for the investments made to the park since we've been advocating. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Freeman.
Good evening, Doug Freeman, Weequahic Park Sports Authority. For the record, the fourth baseball field, we was not made aware of the renovations, but we do know that it exists. There were people from the community that asked for an upgraded baseball field, which was Weequahic High School. All right, so if you're going to speak on Weequahic Park Sports Authority, which is a youth organization and a partner of the county and the community and the city of Newark, and a nonprofit, frankly, we're just getting tired of tact, right? And that leads me to the sweat equity, transparency, and community accountability proposal. The proposal established a framework to recognize, track, and protect sweat equity. Volunteer labor and community work contributed by residents across Essex County, also City of Newark, including Weequahic Park. Sweat equity remains untracked and vulnerable to misrepresentation, leading to confusion and lack of accountability. And that goes for our conservancies. Yes, there needs to be a real serious talk, because I have went to Brookdale Park and Branchwood Park, and I know what a conservancy consists of now. And frankly, in Weequahic Park, for what has been presented over the years from the elders, I haven't seen it. I've seen confrontation, victimizing people constantly, attacking individuals, lack of work, lack of representation, but strangely, I'm seeing all these different projects that people have their name on. Redevelopment projects. So I have to ask myself a question. Why wouldn't you want Weequahic Park thriving? Why are you consultants? Why are you copyrighting Weequahic Park? You can't copyright a park. You can't do these things. So when people are attacking individuals, sometimes you got to dig into the people who are doing the attacking. You can't always go at the person or the group that's being victimized, because we have a lot of information on said individuals. And it's been going on for a long period of time, which now goes into where we want quarterly reports. We want to have this meeting with the district too, to capture through Rutgers or NJIT and Attorney General, because now they are friends, because they was called upon us, so they are friends too. They know about us also. We want to go through, not from Wilbur McNeil time, from 2013, because we respect Wilbur McNeil, Mr. Whitten, Middleton, and the rest of them put in a lot of work. And I'm going to sit here and protect that work, because it doesn't need to be done this way. And that organization needs to exist the right way, with the legacy of what Weequahic Park, and I'm going to say A, because I'm not going to say the last part. They need to be respected, but not this way, of attacking people. It needs to stop.
Excuse me, everyone. We need to have quiet in the audience where people speak. If
Let's
you wish
look-
to speak, you can go into the hallway. But right here, we need to have quiet so people can be respectful and speak. Please state your name and affiliation for the record.
Latoya Jackson Tucker, and I'm a registered voter that understands the power in my vote. On February 17th, I went to a council meeting in Newark to basically report the Newark police to the council. 10 minutes later, after I left the meeting, my son was being, I feel, targeted by BON, which is the Bureau of Narcotics. I then, I posted it on Facebook. It was in Ironbound. A lot of people seen it. It shows how divided our city is by what the ironbound feel like a black man would do, like he's guilty until proven innocent. I also emailed Joe D., Mayor Baraka, Amir Jones, and the captain to the South Ward for a meeting. Mayor Baraka got back to me and told me he would attend the meeting. Jody ignored me. Before I sent the email, I was present here at everybody's office. Amir ran downstairs and said he had 2 minutes. I told him that this situation took longer than 2 minutes and that I required the meeting with everybody that I voted for and the people in the community that I have partnered with and worked with doing diligent work. It didn't happen. I did meet with a South Ward captain, but I went back. I also went to Internal Affairs for the Sheriff's Department to basically ask for an investigation to open up. That was the 23rd, I believe, I was here yesterday, so it was the 24th of February when I opened the investigation and made my allegations because I felt like my son was being targeted to be made an informant for the Joint Task Force. For those who may not know, BON is a joint task force that basically terrorizes our urban communities within the county of Essex County. They target black men and basically do whatever they want. And I asked for a meeting and also put them on notice with the investigation. When I went to the Sheriff's Department yesterday to see why nobody had answered me back, because usually when you make a report, they assign somebody to you. Nobody has gotten back to me, and then I found out that the Internal Affairs was now moved to West Orange. They would not give me an address, and I believe that's a public entity where I feel like we should be able to go into. They would not give me an address. They gave me an email and a phone number. I gave them my email. The secretary basically said she would email me. I never received the email, so I feel like they playing in my face. The reason why I'm here today is because I know y'all hold the power of the purse. I would like my asks that y'all really understand what the Bureau of Narcotics is doing within our city and our county. I believe it looks like, to me, structural racism, and also they have joint task force to do all of this stuff that's basically making the recidivism rate go up higher and higher. So I've been everywhere basically seeing how the chain of command goes so that I can speak and so that my decorum will stay like it is here. Like at our county meetings, it's not like this. So I'm looking around, seeing the same
30
people.
seconds.
And just not, I don't know if people is scared of Jody or whoever, but I'm not. So I'm basically asking if y'all could look into the operations of the Bureau of Narcotics, because it is a lot of people reaching out to me that have federal cases that basically is suing the city and also the county. I promote unity in my community. I want to be able to work with law enforcement, but law enforcement has a bunch of unions and policies and things that where they could do whatever they want. I am asking the people with the power of the purse to investigate their movement because it is unjust. And again, I'm Latoya Jackson Tucker, and I would like some results. I have not spoken to my son in 3 days. He's sitting in the county basically waiting for a parole hearing and has 5 years of parole after doing an 85%, 9.5 year stint. So I'm not gonna stop. If anybody have seen me, I have been on Facebook basically posting people and doing things in a way because I know how law enforcement can come after you. I am not scared. I am a mother, I am a Newark resident, and I am a voter. And I do want some things to happen in the favor of our black men in this city of Newark and Essex County. So please look into this Bureau of Narcotics that's been setting up our people and falling in line for years of structural racism and also adding to recidivism. Thank you.
Okay, Madam Deputy Clerk, let the record reflect there's no one else wishing at this time, so we're going to move on to the Commissioner comment session.
Mr. President, if I may,
Mr. Jackson, go ahead.
don't want to extend the meeting, but just want to comment on a couple of things.
Please.
One is with respect to Mrs. McKelvin's issue with the soccer and the football. The soccer team had the permit to use the field, and the football team came and said they wanted to use the field, but the soccer team had the permit. They weren't able to negotiate, or resolve the fact that they had the field. So we don't encourage people who are in the park to engage or try to, if there's an issue, notify the sheriff's department and they will resolve the issue. So help to resolve the issue. So we don't want people, fighting or engaging or whatever about the field. This is the answer. Let's let the proper authorities calm the situation and make the situation work. So that's what happened here. The soccer team had the permit. The other thing I wanted to comment on was that with respect to the softball, the baseball field at Weequahic Park, that is not a new field. It's renovating an existing field. That's not a fourth. It's there. It's an existing field that, quite frankly, does a disservice, I think, to the teams and the kids in the area. It's far below the standards of other fields that we have throughout the county. And I read this before, but I'm going to read it again because I don't think some people were here when I read this previously. This is from Mr. Thomas, who's the principal of Weequahic High School, and he was also, and as a follow-up to this letter, I spoke personally with Councilman Council about this, and he supported this letter that came from Principal Thomas. It's directed to Dan Salvanti, our Parks Director. Dear Director Salvanti, as you know, Weequahic High School has a long, proud, and rich tradition, one that has contributed to decades of community pride, athletic excellence, and youth development. Today, that tradition is at risk without access to a proper home baseball diamond. With this in mind, I am humbly sending you this correspondence to express the urgent need and profound importance of constructing a varsity baseball field in Weequahic Park for our students and broader community. Last year, our baseball team completed an entire season without a home diamond. The absence of a dedicated field not only undermines the integrity of the program, but also denies our student athletes an equitable opportunity to practice, compete, and grow in facilities comparable to those afforded to students in other parts of the city and county. A varsity baseball field is not a luxury, an absolute necessity for ensuring fair access to athletic opportunities, student, and well-rounded educational experiences. The proposed field in Weequahic Park presents an ideal and transformative opportunity. The location is central, historically meaningful, and perfectly suited to serve both the school and the surrounding neighborhood. Additionally, the possibility of developing shared community resources with Weequahic High School, Rutgers University, and Essex County College would create a powerful partnership that elevates programming, expands access, and strengthens the fabric of the South Ward community. Such collaboration would allow for youth clinics, collegiate mentorship, community baseball events, and a year-round positive engagement for local families. Weequahic High School baseball is more than an athletic team. It is a legacy. Generations of Newark have ties to the program, and restoring a permanent field would reignite a strong sense of tradition, pride, and investment in our youth. Our students deserve facilities that reflect their potential and honor the school's storied history. A fully built varsity baseball field will help us recruit, retain, and inspire student athletes while continuing to build bridges within the community. I respectfully urge your support and leadership in making this project a reality. By investing in a proper varsity baseball field in Weequahic Park, the city will be affirming its commitment to athletic equity, community partnership, and the future of our young people. Thank you for your time and your consideration and your dedication to the children and families of Newark. I look forward to the opportunity to collaborate in bringing this essential and long overdue resource to our community. Principal Thomas.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson. We appreciate your feedback. Please, your public comment is now over. I understand. We want to be respectful of everyone's time because he didn't interrupt you when you spoke, and we want to, we'll be respectful. Commissioner comment session? Commissioner Richardson.
Yes, I want to comment on some of what I heard tonight, especially the house music festivals that have been a tradition in our parks for decades, ones that I enjoy, and just because one person who used to run them is no longer here, is one person can't stop the county from these events going forward. So I'm sure there's a way to work things out, and that all of the events that have happened in the past should continue. There's no reason why they shouldn't. So I just want to put that on the record.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Mary Thomas?
Through you, Mr. President. Thank you, Commissioner Richardson, for your comments. I know there's some specific individual cases that will be followed up with in writing, but I do want to speak to some of the things that came up as it relates to county parks, programming, property, et cetera, that were lifted. Firstly, being the one that you mentioned, Commissioner Richardson. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I grew up in the South Ward on Shear and Renner, and so that's been something that's been a big part of my life, which is just, you could hear the music like going through the whole neighborhood. I think it was last year, we actually had some of my mentees from our organization served as youth volunteers at Weequahic Park Music Fest. One of them got to be in the golf cart, and she was very excited about that. Like, she said, like, Miss Adoran, I'm in a golf cart. I'm like, I don't know if you should be, but like, shout out to whoever let you do that. But again, to your point and the point that was raised earlier, it's an area, it's a space where there's culture, where there's music, it's intergenerational, and frankly, people are able to put Essex County dollars in Essex County pockets. You know, you've got vendors from our county, women, veterans, young people, the elderly, all the whole nine, selling shea butter, food, clothes, et cetera. And so it's a beautiful thing. And, you know, it's certainly something that, you know, I'd love to see continue to happen, and whatever you can do to work to make that possible. I'm 10 toes down, as the young people say. Both that and Orange Park as well. I know Orange Park came up as well. Another thing I want to mention, and this is something that we've talked about at length in previous meetings, or perhaps maybe not at length enough, but at previous meetings, and I definitely will be following up with the administration to really see how we can get better at this. And this is making sure the community is aware when there are updates, renovations, new constructions in county parks. What we know is that Essex County Park System is the first county park system in the country, right? So you're talking about the oldest, one of the most historic county park systems in our entire nation. One of the largest, most populous and used park systems as well within the county, within the state. And so we're dealing with like top tier quality space here, and it needs to be renovated. We need to have updates. We need to have program, et cetera. And we have to make sure that people's voices are heard as far as shaping what that looks like, that they know what's happening, and that they're informed and a part of the process. And so I think it's kind of, as they say, issues of not always intent but impact. Intentions are always good, but if people aren't a part of the process, then the impact can be funky. And so I just think sometimes that those are things that we have to think about. How do we make sure that whether it's quarterly meetings, whether it's monthly meetings, where community organizations, members, et cetera, know, oh, these updates are coming to the park, or I was involved in making sure that this new thing is happening. We can do better at that. And, you know, I see it as my personal kind of charge to help bridge those gaps. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to supporting on these various areas, and even the suggestion that came too, as far as, you know, the developments that we had at the lot on near Delaney Hall. That was something that, you know, had been brought to our attention for quite some time. And frankly, I don't think that would have happened without the advocacy from our community. I know it's something myself, Wilmer Richardson, Gil as well, we were really pushing and working hard for a long time to make that happen. And so the tent is great, the porta potties are great, and there is a way that we can improve our coordination and make sure we can provide the, you know, as many resources that we can, to the extent that, you know, it continues to be possible to support our Essex County residents who are coming to Delaney Hall every day to see their family and friends. And so thank you everyone for speaking and for the work that you all do, and looking forward to seeing how we can get better together. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. As you may know, the cherry blossoms are just beginning to go, just a hair. There was a hint as I started driving in today. The Essex County Park site is something you should take a look at. There are anything from, there's like a, 5 or 10K run. There's a whole number of different programs. There's cherry blossom talks, you know, tours and things of that nature. So there's a lot of other programs. I'm not going to do justice by just naming a couple, but I would encourage everyone to check out the Essex County Parks System on social media or their website to see that. Any other news? All right, seeing none, I have a motion to adjourn.
Move it.
Moved by Richards, second by the Vice President. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Thank you.
Here, here.